Move on to the Housing Awards. Councillor Roach, welcome Councillor Roach to the stage.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. As Eric Morgan said, what do you think it's so far? Please don't say rubbish. Okay. We're now going to move on to the Housing Awards, but first thing to do really is just to introduce myself. Have I moved it, Mark? Have I?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Just to introduce myself, my name is Rob Roach. At present, I'm the elected member for Northwell and also portfolio holder for finance. And since April this year, taken on housing, temporary accommodation and homelessness. I think I was asked, does the leader like me? You have to judge for yourselves. The reason why we changed the portfolio is I just want to give a little bit of background to that, because one of the things we really need in Luton is housing supply. We don't have housing supply to house people. We can do things like temporary accommodation stuff, but we don't have housing supply. So Councillor Shaw's moved on to totally trying to build housing supply, to buy land, so we are able to build properties inside Luton or outside Luton, so we're able to house people in Luton. So it's a positive thing. Tom and I are working together on all this area of the housing portfolio, and it is a positive thing. I just want to talk about one thing before I move on to Housing Awards. I think it's quite important. We spoke about 2040 vision earlier, which is quite important, but for me, the 2040 vision sits there with its 5 stages. Above that is housing. We spoke about it earlier. Without good housing, we do not have 2040 vision. So 2040 vision points in to housing. Housing is not underneath that. Housing is above that. And we need to ensure that we can get good housing in Luton to make sure we can eradicate poverty and meet our 2040 vision. The challenges in finance are tough. If we go back to 2010 austerity, we're probably receiving about 170 million in grants. We're now receiving 12 million in grants from the council. So you can see the math yourself. It's tough. We spoke about temporary accommodation in relation to being a pressure, homeless being pressure. We have pressures around adult social care, children's services, and as a group, we're trying to manage those pressures. So let's get on to the positive stuff then, housing. Because there are some positives, by the way. I think what we spoke about, you saw some positives here today, but I just thought I'd let the group know, the hall know about the challenges we have also around finance going forward. And we hope our government now supports public services. That's what we're asking for. Proper council tax formula funding and a proper funding for local authorities. We're not asking for anything, just to be put in the right place when we start our budget. That's all we're asking for. Okay, let's move on to the National Housing Awards. If I can start off, I think, Claire, this is based on from the local authority, like management team have decided, okay, you've had nominations come in. Yeah, it's worth pointing out how they got to these, really. So the first award is for the Innovative Tenant Group Project, Parktown Tara. Are they Parktown Tara with us? Parktown Tara were nominated to recognise their work in the community, successfully securing funding to provide free holiday activities such as a petting zoo and a pantomime for local children, which we saw earlier.
Would you like to hand over the certificate?
Thank you very much indeed.
Sarah's going to take a picture.
Thank you. Let me take my glasses off. Thank you. Thank you.
Do I get in the middle or do I go one
No,
side?
it's okay, fine, thank you. Thank you. Okay, we move on now to the Supportive Tenant Group, and the winner of the Supportive Tenant Group is Plate Court Tara. I do apologise. This group has not been running for very long, but has made an impact in including people and improving communication for residents in the block. They made decisions democratically, enabling people a voice even if they cannot attend meetings. The group organised a street party and have secured funding for improvement works. Well done to Plate Court Tara. Are they with us today? How are you doing? You all right? Have my glasses on that one. Okay, now we now move on to the third award is the Proactive Tenant Representative, and the winner is Derek Smith. Derek was nominated for his services as Vice Chair of the Tenant Board and as a National Tenant Representative with Association for Retained Council Housing, ARC. He has also recently become a member of the Housing Ombudsman Tenant Group. He shares information about this national representation back to our Luton tenants and represents Luton on a national level. Derek with us? Yeah, Derek, yeah. Thank you. Hi, Derek, you all right?
Thank you.
The next award is External Partner of the Year. And the winner is, and I've got to declare an interest here, 'cause my partner works for them, Key Stage Housing. The winner is Key Stage Housing. Key Stage were nominated for their work to deliver new buildings for our rough sleeping pathway, supporting vulnerable people with trauma-informed settings. Their values match their councils in terms of inclusiveness and ambition for the town. They include their services users and advocate for the rough sleeping community locally. Hiya, thank you. Thank you. The Internal Partner of the Year is the next prize, and the winner is Luton Adult Learning. Luton Adult Learning were nominated by the Tenant Participation Team in recognition of their partnership working to deliver training for tenant reps. Training has been provided at times which match the tenant's need, and Luton Adult Learning aim to provide it for free where grants are available. The people attending the courses have given excellent feedback, and our staff see the difference this training makes to tenant participation at meetings and events. Luton Adult Learning, are we here? Thank you. Okay, we move on. The next, I'm going to say the next item, but the next prize is the Low Carbon Project of the Year, and the winner is the Retrofit Show Home. This joint project involving housing strategy, BTS, the climate change team, and funded by Luton Rising, installed low carbon improvements to a council property and opened it to the public over 2 months. It attracted 200 visitors and encouraged local residents to consider how to improve their own homes. It was shortlisted for national award and improved the perceptions of Luton Council to people who travelled from other towns to see it. And both Tom and I saw it at Manchester when it got nominated for an award in Manchester. So, oh, Kat. I think this is the last award now. Pardon? Is it the last one? Yep. It's the Wellbeing Project of the Year, and the winner is the MEES Project. This grant-funded project delivered proactive work to enforce minimum energy efficiency standards in private rented homes, checking nearly 3,000 homes in the first stage. The thermal efficiency of 61 homes was improved, and 22 civil penalties served to landlords in the first round of the project. It delivered a wider range of social value benefits, and the evidence from this supported a successful bid for health funding to restart the work in 2024. The MEES Project. Thank you. Well, I think now I'll just hand over to Mr. Mark here. Thank you.
Round of applause for Councillor Roach, please. Look, just a couple of closing comments and thoughts from me. Firstly, what a wonderful group of speakers we've had today, internally and externally, really giving us a sense of the challenges but the opportunities we've got. Particular thanks, I think, to Richard, Sonia and Ellie. So a round of applause for the speakers. We've really covered some ground in a really short period of time, but it gives you a sense of the issues that we've got ahead of us. Homelessness, the level of standards driven by the levels of demand that we have in our area. But what's been great is to hear the opportunities, the good work in the teams, how we're coming together across the borough, which gives us a real sense of what the art of the possible is as we move forward as well. So, look, I'm going to try and sum up just a couple of sentences, maybe not even that, but by working together, I think what we're trying to do is help people stay and or find a home that supports their needs and they feel safe. So collectively together, there's a real chance to make a massive difference. Punch above our weight, get the right policy and money into the borough and make a real difference over time. So thank you all very much for that. Just that's a big round of applause, isn't it, at that point, everyone? Crikey. And the final point is thank you to everyone that's helped put on the event today as well. It's not easy or straightforward. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into this very much. So Claire in particular, you and the team, everyone here, well done, fantastic. And I won't get in the way of lunch because it's served and I'm sure outside. So thank you ever so much, everyone. See you soon. Bye.